Hello, guys, and welcome. I just want to do a quick video on, one, the guy you can see on your screen, West Ham manager David Moyes, and the defensive midfielder Declan Rice. And that is for the first time, David Moyes has admitted in public that Declan Rice could leave West Ham United in the summer. Now, you probably sat there thinking, well, that's stupid. We already know Rice is probably going to leave. But I mean, he has denied it, and he's denied it countless times. I think there was one time in December where there were, West Ham were in really, really bad form, relegation zone, and people thought he could look for a move in January. Obviously, David Moyes said, look, he won't be leaving. Then he got asked at the end of last month whether or not Declan Rice was going to leave in the summer. Again, he denied it. He said, no, we've got no intention to sell him. And we'd want about 150 million if we were to sell. But after last night's game, he did come out publicly and say, look, there is a possibility Declan Rice could leave in the summer. And I think, obviously it's disappointing for West Ham fans. Obviously, I mean, in my opinion, he's the best player they've got by far, which is hard to say about a defensive midfielder. But saying that, you could also say that about my team, Manchester United. And, Casemiro is probably the best player we've got. But yeah, I don't think it comes as a shock to really anyone. I think we all sort of expected him to leave in the summer. I think he is ready for a new challenge. I think he's ready for Champions League football. He don't want to be fighting relegation with West Ham, which obviously they have been for most of the season. Which I didn't expect myself. I expected them to be pushing for European places. But obviously it's not worked out that way for them. Anyway, on to the obviously Declan Rice thing. I'm gonna quickly go through who I think is a potential destination for Declan Rice. We know there is concrete interest from Arsenal. Obviously they're guaranteed Champions League football. They're pushing for the Premier League title with Manchester City. So that is one possible destination. He's going to cost at least 100 million, you'd think. Declan Rice, you're saying somewhere between 80 and 100 million easy. West Ham are going to want big money for him. Arsenal is definitely a destination. Would they have to sell players? Potentially. Then there's obviously there's little links with Chelsea, but that interest is sort of cooled. From what I've heard and what I've seen since about March time, they're sort of trying to go in a different direction. They're not trying to spend crazy money on players anymore because that's not worked. Since they did it on Enzo Fernandez and Mudryk, it's just not worked. There's links with my team, Manchester United, but again, it would be the same situation as Arsenal. We probably would have to sell players in that position. And you're thinking of players we could potentially sell in that position. There's Casemiro, but I don't think Ten Hag would get rid of Casemiro. He is pivotal to Manchester United now. Fred is one player that I won't mind. Left Man U. McTominay looks more than likely like he could look for a new challenge in the summer. And maybe that could fund a move for Iceland. You look at like European teams, there's been links with, well, there were a couple of links with Real Madrid, but it looks like they're going to sign Bellingham instead, so I don't think they'll go for Rice now. There's also some links with Spurs that I saw, I believe it was around about January time, actually, to be fair, where there were links. Tottenham could look at maybe trying to sign him, trying to obviously rebuild their team because Yves Bissouma just hasn't worked for them. And there's also links with Barcelona, but Barcelona's priority at the moment is obviously fully fixed on the return of Lionel Messi. Yeah, it's a bit of a crazy one. Obviously, people kind of expected it, but, now Moyes has actually publicly come out and said, there is a possibility he can leave in the summer. I think somewhere behind the scenes, maybe Declan Rice has, sort of said, look, I've done my time here. I've been a great servant to this club. I've been a regular in the Premier League now for years for West Ham. I want to move on. I want to go to, to the next level, to play in Europe, pushing for titles and trophies. So obviously, we'll just have to wait and see now. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think he might stay? Do you think he will definitely leave? Obviously, please let me know. Where do you think he could go also? If you did enjoy, obviously, please do leave a like and please subscribe for more videos like this. Anyway, guys, I will see you soon.